Yo, chat. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, I was gonna say hello, chat, but then the fucking evil son of a bitch, beat me to it. And of course, you can't hear him saying how, oh, hang on, forgot to turn off a light. My chrome dome is bright enough, I don't need more light shining onto it. Because you know what, everyone? We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness!
And others.
Yeah, and others. I forgot, yeah. Ladies, gentlemen, and everything else that doesn't encompass. Hello. Let me adjust my webcam a bit here. I forgot to zoom my webcam in. Hang on.
You also forgot to start the Discord stream.
Oh, yeah, I did. Let's check camera settings. And zoom. There, that's better.
We're doing it live.
Yeah.
First, we're doing it live of the new year.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It is good to be back, guys.
Yeah.
Seriously, I've missed this.
For real.
So while I'm adjusting all this shite,
Why don't we take a moment and introduce ourselves?
Introduce yourselves to anyone foolish enough to have not been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Do, he, him, and I make funny voices.
And him has a new microphone. Doesn't he sound beautiful?
It truly does make a difference. It's so great. We finally get to hear Dave Strider in high definition.
Oh yeah.
So good, guys.
And I'm Popcorn. I just kind of show up.
Hi, Popcorn.
Hi, I'm Popcorn. I show up here and I have a problem.
You show up and make this. You hold the stream together.
Aw. She, her, by the way.
And we have Papa Ginger. Say hi, Papa Ginger.
Please never call me that again.
Whatever you say, Papa Ginger.
I'm Ginger, he, him, and I sometimes show up and sometimes I don't. It's a problem.
I mean, only for stream.
Yeah, and we also have Swift in chat, as always. Our resident
Of course.
stalker.
Yay!
Swift, the most important member of Twitch chat, permanently.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Actually, Swift all this time is spawns.
Oh
Sure.
no.
Sure, I'll believe that.
Swift, you never told me you were a kite with Kid Icarus's face and shoes?
Hey,
Spawns!
it's really interesting because Pink Moonwolf actually never dies. She just respawns.
Correct.
So, this time we finished off with the end of year 3.
When did we start Homestuck?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like a year ago, I think.
No, it was more than a year.
Man, when was it? I have no idea.
Actually, I don't even think it was a year. We didn't start Homestuck until after we did the first act of Cool and New webcomic, and that's when Dew
That's
showed up.
true.
That
And
was so much fun.
Yeah,
That
and Cool
was
and New,
so much fun.
and Cool and New webcomic was April Foop's Day.
Oh. Wait, are you telling me that April Fool's Day is my anniversary of joining Screw Bucket?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Are you shitting me?
No. Yeah, that's
I
accurate.
can't believe it really feels like it's been longer than that, honestly. Like, this has become such an important part of my routine and my life.
Dude. Oh my god. That's wild.
So, I'm going to stop chewing on Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Good job. Errol Foops.
Start with
Yes,
this
Swift.
arrow.
And by the way,
accent.
you still haven't pulled it up for us.
Fine, I guess.
So
Fuck it.
beleaguered. I know English.
Wait, what are we beleaguered by?
I don't know anymore. I say things and
Alright.
then I immediately forget why.
I'm beleaguered by the grocery store closest to me. All the employees went on strike, so I need to find my stuff elsewhere.
So I want to point out
Nice.
to everyone, the Act 6 is the experimental arc, where they tried an experimental new concept called, oh yeah, we had human characters.
Oh, he thinks he knows what he's talking about when it comes to Act 6.
He really does.
It's really endearing. Ah.
Okay, cue ball.
So at this point, we're about halfway through the comic, I would say. Maybe a little more than halfway.
No, we are over halfway. Halfway point is
Okay.
like 4,100.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But I'm talking about like how long it's gonna take to read is the thing, because the pages get a
Oh,
little
yeah.
from here.
Yeah, you're right.
Long
like,
Shakespearean conversations.
We might not be halfway through in that case.
We're like around halfway is my general point.
so yeah,
That's fair.
Act 6, Act 3.
Here we go.
I love the rain sounds.
I don't know why, but my mind immediately went to what's all these sad clown ball sacks for?
Come on, man.
How does he know?
I mean, guessing that something in this comic is clown related is not necessarily like a bad guess.
That is true.
Wherever your house is now, it's sinking.
Hey,
It's sinking in a hurry. Better act fast.
that's my voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my lines.
Well, your house lacked enough healing. I'm gonna dive back down.
It's very dark down there. You can't see your house. No telling how far it sank. Oh no, you just realized your dad must be down there. You hope he's okay.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I was hoping I had the chance to just get a bad end and just jump back down.
Bad ends in Homestuck?
Unimaginable.
Walking down the street, walking down the street,
Never mind, this is a bad end.
Let's walk towards the obelisk. Or no, let's go to the left, maybe? Into the cave.
Sir Roxy? Oh shit, I forgot that I'm Roxy.
J-Crocs! Urgent correspondence for Professor BFFC, over.
Roxy, you won't believe where I am right now.
Bet you I will.
Okay, maybe you will. I'm in the game finally. It's considerably more outlandish than I was expecting.
What were you expecting? For magic not to be real or something? Whoa, what a dope.
No, I was thinking, well, I don't know, something more like
Wow, okay, shush. Jane, I actually don't have any time. I have literally like 1 minute. I only wanted to ask one thing. Did you talk to Jake about, do I even need to wonk?
That's why you're contacting me?
Yes, hurry.
Roxy, please, I don't think you understand. There are mysteries here. Real mysteries and puzzles to solve.
That's cool, so how'd it go with Jake?
Grown.
Did Doc Croc practice her love medicine on the English patient? For
Hardly. If you really want to know, I completely blew it with him forever. Satisfied?
oh, what the fuck?
He asked me if I liked him, and in the heart of the moment, I panicked and said no. And then he went on this whole thing about Dirk, and that's that. Can we drop it now?
Jane, this is totally the shittiest love report I ever heard.
It's not a love report. Will you stop it?
Jane, I'm pissed. I am so pissed about this. I want to just go there and smack your ass. You had him, and oh, Jane, sign. The only reason I got to cut short on ripping you a new one after this debacle is the fact that everything is literally on fire right now.
What? There's a fire?
No, Jane, there's a fire when you go camping and pack marshmallows while smiling like an asshole. The whole neighborhood is burning down. By which I mean literally every single fucking building. Gotta go.
Oh gosh, please be careful.
It'll just age about this Jake thing.
Close
time to
tab.
continue playing game at original time. I
Fair
don't know
enough.
how to place that one.
More signs of life hidden in the cracks. It's as if the land wants to be lush and fertile, but nothing can survive on the surface. It's making the whole cave smell like a flower shop.
So whenever I play Minecraft, like my one purpose is just to build a flower shop.
I love that. My one purpose is always to build a post office.
My
My-
one goal is to
Awesome.
make a really long tunnel that connects two towns, or make like a monorail.
Guys, why don't we have a Minecraft server together?
And my purpose
What's
is
yours?
I don't have the Minecrafts.
Oh.
So you do have a
There's no
purpose in
only-
Minecraft. The purpose of Minecraft is to get Minecraft.
Maybe
No,
when
my
I'm a
purpose is to
little less broke as fuck.
Valid.
no, my purpose is now to pay forward the microphone purchase and get you Minecraft so we can
Yes,
start a
do it.
Minecraft server.
Do it. We need a Screw Bucket Minecraft server.
We can
That
talk
would
about
be
that
sick.
later. There's other
Yeah.
complications to getting that working.
Like a young seed
True.
pod.
Yeah.
It is a young seed pod, yet to be released to the surface. Looks like it needs a lot more helium. Some very old stone tablets, along with carving apparatus. They say, "We spent so long tending to our sacred seed pods. Each I cared for and released was like a precious bubble glubbed from my own mouth. They would seed our planet in anticipation of the maid's arrival. Alas, it turned out we had the prophecy all wrong. Our scholars discovered she would not arrive for millions of years. Our kind would not survive to welcome her. So our elders gave us a new purpose. We must all go to work building our own graves. Some say this is not as much fun as tending to seed pods and a life of simple agriculture, but I think it could be a blast. I'm just a balloonist, half-inflated kind of guy, I guess."
Jesus Christ!
More old stone tablets. They say, when heart looks northwest, my seed pod will rise. I am so proud of it. As a pod uses up its water, it becomes lighter and lighter. It eventually floats away into the medium. It's said that some very lucky few will eventually reach Skya itself. If you have a wish, you can carve it into the pod. If it reaches Skya, your wish will come true. I want to carve something, but I can't think of what to wish for. Maybe some delicious bugs? Think, imagination, the one time I really need you.
Yes.
Carving stuff is even harder than drawing stuff, and frankly, you're not sure even Skya can deliver on this. The switch has no power. It does nothing. You flip it up and down a bunch and nothing just keeps on happening.
The nothing pile doesn't stop from keep getting taller.
The people here were highly skilled artisans. What is that? Some sort of giant window? You can't imagine that has much significance. You give it no further consideration.
Into the door.
A little chamber full of bones. You guess the remains of an old salamander or something? This is just such a piss-poor burial job. There's a skull weighing this thing down. It could be an obvious booby trap. Gonna take some bravery to swipe it. What do you say? Take salamander skull?
No, because before I do...
Coward.
What's this way? Oh, more reading.
Dio are reoding this it miatens. I am dead. Dang, carving. Stone if I've hard. I want to go back to farmin' pods.
You are dead!
Our people have waited for centuries
Wait.
for the four nobles to arrive,
Wait.
and it
Darn it.
seems we will... Huh?
Wait.
Sorry. Say that again, Spaz.
You are dead!
Not the big surprise.
Sorry. Kind of lagged on me there.
Now you go.
Alright. Our people have waited for centuries for the four nobles to arrive, and it seems we will wait centuries more. We will wait so long that apparently we will all die waiting. That's what we're supposed to do, they say. It's just a big waiting game up in here. And when the nobles finally arrive, then apparently they have to wait too. We're told they cannot summon the speaker of the vast croak without help. So they must wait for another four to arrive. Gods, they say. Together they will raise the speaker and fight invincible demons, I think? I used to think I understood our folklore. It made me happy to think about greeting the maid. But then it all changed, and now it's kind of complicated and distressing and sad. Ah well, I'll just keep building crypts and carving tablets like I'm told.
It's all fun and games until the Fire Nation attacked.
New words of wisdom from the elders, from Himera's lips to our slimy amphibious ears. The nobles will arrive one by one. First to Loka, then to Lopan, then comes Lotak, followed by Lomax. One by one the nobles will come, only to discover the remains of those who worship them and pave the way for their arrival. But then it is their duty to pave the way for others. For those from the planets throughout through the glass, whatever that means. Lowas, Lolar, Lohak, Lofaf. You know what? Too many letters. The alphabet confuses me sometimes.
Yeah, that's a move.
When times were simpler, we called them the Four Heroes. Our stories were so much happier and easy to understand, but we were living in delusion. When it became clear the heroes could not fulfill their destiny by some cosmic flaw, they became known as the Nobles. It pretty much means the same thing, but is a title more commonly reserved for martyrs or tragic figures who toil in futility. The new scripture states it will require divine intervention for the nobles to achieve victory. So there's at least one thing to be hopeful for. Unfortunately, a more recent tenet of our ever-unfolding myth states that the aspect of hope itself is dead on arrival, so...
Rip.
Oh, hey, there's a skull. You just gotta have it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Turtle skull.
It is strange to think the only one alive left in the land to greet the maid will be Hemera herself. What an incredible encounter between legends that will be. Of course, she will have been slumbering for centuries when the maid finally arrives. It's funny how all the stories we grew up believing have been changing. Of course, I love all of our old stories, but personally I think the new ones are just as interesting. Yes, I know. Unpopular opinion. This tablet appears to contain a hastily carved list of someone's favorite bugs. There's hardly any anecdotal lore or wisdom at all. You guess not all of these ancient tablets can be winners.
I like centipedes.
This tablet contains an enthusiastic story about the Maid of Life, who is obviously you. It seems the author doesn't really understand human physiology. In the story you are blowing bubbles in excitement, and there are allusions to the shiny layer of slime coating your skin. You can't read anymore. Fanfiction written by any species is always a tough read. And we would know!
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I haven't heard
Aw.
Irish Jake in a month.
Oh man, Jake's pestering you. You don't think you have it in you to answer after the last catastrophic encounter. Not yet, at least. Take a look at what he has to say anyway.
Ahoy! Jane, you! No dice? Okie doke, and I just wanted to see what was up with you. I figured you must be starting up the game by now. Can't wait to get the scoop. I just had a, let's say, encounter with Dirk's dumb robot. And, well, it's over now. Let's just leave it at that. Head into the ruins now to seal the deal with this rabbit malarkey finally. But I can join you. Not a moment too soon, probably. I think this volcano's about to blow. It's making me mighty nervous, not gonna lie. The ground's been shaking and everything. Whoop! There it goes again. Oh, frig. This is a big one. Oh, shit.
Golgotha's Terror's skull helmet computer ceased operating due to a severe blow to the head.
Jake, wait! Oh no.
Close tab and continue playing game in original tab. What's over here?
Our lights of... Oh, okay.
Left or right?
One by one the nobles will arrive, and just as surely one by one their lights will be snuffed out. In the beginning, the light of our hope was lost. We must make do without it, and so must they. Then a mighty gust came and took the light of our life as well, and our people knew despair like never before. But the light soon renewed its flicker quite spontaneously, and has been shining strongest since. All in the land rejoiced. Our hearts of heart... blah. Our lights of heart and void will each follow in time, long after our extinction. One will be extinguished, and then another, leaving only life as the guiding light. But they should remain long enough to illuminate the maid's path and assist her with the housekeeping we have left behind. 4 lanterns suspended from the tower. They are very bright, but the green one is burnt out. There does not appear to be a way to light it. There is a skull-shaped indentation. Something probably needs to go in there. As for what you think, you'll need one of your fanciest detective mustaches to crack that mystery. Put a skull in there? That skull won't fit. No, stop. It's such an obvious mismatch. Don't even try. Jane, put the skull down.
No! Alright, so we're gonna back up. And we're gonna do that this way.
Well, Sebastian, what are you doing all the way out here? It looked like you were going down with the ship. Your fidgety little legs Your fidgety little legs sure do help you get around fast. God, I am out of practice reading on stream. Anyway, you shouldn't be dancing around here in the middle of nowhere unsupervised like this. You should come along. Take little Sebastian? Yes.
Yeah.
Answer you?
Answer.
Huzzah! You did it! Oh, hello. Did what exactly? Made it to Lokar, your own personal planet inside the game, tailored to your personal quest. I've observed you here before, of course, but this is the first time I've contacted you here. Better to keep things on the up and up vis-a-vis since be our mutual linearity, no? Sure. Yes, sorry. I'm still feeling a little overwhelmed by what just happened. A giant pit seems to have swollen my house whole. And my dad is missing too. I think I should try to find him as soon as possible. I understand. Pardon my grumpy demeanor. I just had a nap and did not sleep well. You call this being grumpy? Wasn't I being? Not exactly. Well, good. I do my best. Really, as if my dreadful nap were not bad enough, I woke up to find my co-player has made a terrible mess in here. But the good news is, he has at least agreed to play with me once and for all. Some people make nothing easy. And that's good. But wait, I thought you said you've never met him? I haven't. Not in person. Then how did he make a mess in there? Did he break into your room while you were asleep? Oh, yes. Well, The thing with that is this. The thing with that is that we should talk about something else. Huh? Why must you be such the vigilant gumshoe, Jane? Always with the gumshoery. Pitch that puzzle savvy toward the conundrum littered about your planet. I'm becoming grumpy again. Do forgive me. What do you think of the place, by the way? Your new home? Oh, it's rather desolate. Pretty eerie, actually. I haven't run into anyone at all. I think I might be alone here? Yes, isn't it great? The balloons are nice, I suppose. Reminds me much of home. So peaceful, so much space to yourself and time to think. You're so lucky. I can't wait to get to my planet. Yes, but what about your brother? Right, that. About that, got to run. Ta, kisses, all that stuff. Hey!
A creature carved into the side of the hill. Probably a member of an ancient species that went extinct long ago, leaving behind the remains of this ancient civilization.
Hence the skulls.
We are all about subtlety up in here. Another one of these colorful Another one of these colorful buoyant pods emerging from its hole. Thousands of these things roam around, seeding and watering the planet, yet nothing grows.
That's a subtle reference to death.
You can't see a thing in any of these holes. It's too dark. Maybe if you could find some way to shine a light down there?
Bye-bye, little Sebastian.
Hole. Take the skull. Oh.
You got pranked.
There's no There's no reason to do anything with this pedestal anymore. You could jump up and down on it, you guess. That would be some especially pointless tomfoolery, though. The door is locked. There's a strange symbol on it which you find mysteriously alluring. The more you look at it, the more you think it's just so cool. You could totally see wearing that thing on a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be into wearing tentacles too. Wait.
You want to talk about it?
No.
Alright. That's cool. Me neither.
We're gonna insert this one. Yeah!
Yeah, boy!
The lanterns have been hoisted. 3 beams of light shine from the tower. The thing spits the skull back out. You grab it. No reason to squander a perfectly good puzzle skull. You think Jake would agree.
Was there something else there? No, on the, yeah.
Oh,
Tell little Sebastian to climb up.
yeah. Do it, little Sebastian.
Look at him go!
What a champ!
What did what did that one tablet say about heart?
Stop giving hints. Let him figure it out himself.
Oh wait.
I never played this one.
You've never
I
played
never
this one?
played this one. No.
Why
no, I
not?
read through Homestuck the first time on my phone.
Mm.
So I completely missed all of this lore.
Okay, I guess that tracks.
Let me mention the direction I thought.
No, it was back in the
Yeah,
back
there was
in the
someone
depression.
carved something carved about when heart faces somewhere.
No, it was back in the room where the guy talked about writing about bugs, but didn't.
We were just in that room, I thought.
No, this one.
Other one?
When the
There you go.
heart looks northwest. Which way's northwest? I think it already is.
Forward left, I think. I think it's the left.
Oh, hi, Cap.
Hi, Cap.
Yeah, I think you got it right now.
Oh, sick.
It's either like this or one more spin. We gotta go check.
We gotta.
Might be one more spin, but let's go check before we have to do it all over again. There we go. Wait, I didn't get to read it!
Wait, did it say something?
Yes!
Yeah!
It looks like the mirror at the top is designed to reflect light in different directions depending on the color of the beam. How mysterious. And now click on the hole. Click on the fucking hole. The pink light is illuminating an object at the bottom, but it's way too far down for you to jump. If only you had a nimble little helper to send down there to investigate.
I do. Oh, did I not? Oh.
Did you leave him back there?
I think I left him.
Man, I love backtracking.
Hey, Sebastian!
Look at him go!
Champ.
What an absolute legend. Love that little guy.
Boy. Enter mausoleum. Sure.
Wait, these concepts are all so cool!
Yeah, they are.
Holy shit! That's awesome!
Dear, sweet, precious, sweet, sweet, loyal little Sebastian. Shit, you mean Lil. Fucking jackpot. Take Crocodile Skull?
Hell yeah. Oh.
Elsewhere. Flip switch.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Ooh. Scarabs.
Oh.
Elsewhere. On the one hand, puzzles need solving. On the other hand, oh god, that cake looks so delicious. Take cake?
Nah, we'll do that. Oh, that's a problem.
No, it's a solution.
Yeah. And good, little Seb came with ya.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be him.
Aren't you already?
Almost.
There are 3 skull-shaped indentations on the panel. You wonder what could go in the indentations. You are going to go out on a limb and guess... Precious gemstones. Yes, that's it. But seriously, put a skull in one?
Yes, we're gonna do you. And we're gonna do. Oh. And I'm still missing one.
Why, yes.
Swift.
Yes, you are.
Swift, don't remind me.
So I think you gotta spin the lights one more time.
That makes sense. We're gonna go! Anything.
Look at him go!
And one more time, I think.
Hmm? No, that was the original
Oh, wait.
position.
Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry.
Now
No,
we gotta
no,
spin it
it's
3
three
more times.
Yeah, sorry. I just...
What have you done?
Like that, right?
2
What does
more.
happen?
2 more.
We'll see, I guess.
Oh, whoops.
No, go back up.
He is.
There
The
we go.
collective video gaming experience.
What the...
From the cave. A beam of light enters the pit. It's still too dark to see much. You don't want to risk tossing Seb down without knowing what's at the bottom. There must be a way down there. Good thing this dam is here. Otherwise your house would be getting waterlogged in addition to being stuck on top of a huge balloon in a pit.
Maybe I need a different color to shine down?
No, this... I think this might be the right way to go.
Remember
Well,
the
heart-
little seed pod?
Yeah, because orange is Dirk's color and heart is Dirk's aspect, so...
Hey!
Come on, it... Collide...
No, we...
She said it...
Did she say it directly? I forgot.
No, we haven't had that combo yet.
No, the title of Prince of Heart has been explicitly stated.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. It has. Might be.
The seed pod has been released, leaving behind an empty husk. Will it reach Skya? You suppose you will never know.
Oh, but I got a cool skull out of it.
iguana, and that should be all, Dim.
Ooh.
You got a boonbuck. You do a little dance.
I'm gonna do a little
Hell
dance.
Cool dance.
Proceed to the next page.
Arrow.
You verify
Oh,
whether
it's
or
only
not
740. You breezed through that.
you verify whether or not you made it to the end of the game as shown above. If not, you decide to consult the walkthrough for guidance, but we did.
Proceed. Ooh.
Don't forget the volume. Answer Dirk's autoresponder.
High quality Dirk Auto.
Looks like you're getting the hang of these puzzles. Nice work.
Thank you. That last skull was a doozy, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess. If you have a human brain, sure. Personally, I've already solved all conceivable skull puzzles for all possible skull states, which is a thing that's like no big deal for me.
Har har. Hey, I thought you couldn't see me once I left the house.
I can't, not through the server viewport, but I can still monitor your progress through Little Sebastian. He and I are linked the hell up, cyber-wise. We are so tight. Tight like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah?
It's like he is the Incredible Hulk's pants, and I am his monstrous package yearning to bust loose.
Ugh, why?
Jane, it seems there's a way bigger than average probability that you do not want to discuss Bruce Banner's megalithic gamma schlong.
That figure would be sitting pretty at 100%.
Holy shit, some of my circuits exploded! That number was intense to robo-consider.
Okay, let's stop talking about stupid things for a minute. What a completely absurd environment for our typical blithering discourse. I am hot on the prowl for more clues about this strange and mysterious land.
Haha.
What?
I don't know, just haha to that.
Anyway, I think I'm getting closer to finding where my house went. Then I can reunite with Dad, and together we can sleuth this great big pickle of a planet.
Well, the good news is your house should be just ahead if you keep following the trail.
Yes, I knew it!
The bad news is your dad's not there anymore.
Oh no!
I guess he got antsy and left to explore. Maybe he's looking for you? I tried to block him from leaving with some furniture, but the dude was having none of it.
Golly, why did he have to leave? This really complicates matters. I hope he doesn't get lost.
Don't worry, we'll find him. I'll have Seb search within a likely radius. The little guy is real fast.
Yes, good idea.
In the meantime, you'd better go find your house. You aren't making any progress in this game without it. It's kind of essential to the gameplay, you know? If you need Seb to do anything from afar, just message me and I'll give him the orders. Got it?
Got it. Thanks.
Oh, Sabbath,
Give me a-
Can you pump your volume up a little bit, too?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something is clogging the hole. Remove it. You got your dad's hat. Looks like it got sucked into one of the air holes. Luckily, he always keeps some spares in his wallet. But this means he came by this way earlier.
How about now?
Perfect.
The switch has no power. Message autoresponder to tell little Sub to turn the lanterns.
Yeah, do it. My finger is on the button. Wow, wow.
A jet stream of air flows out of the hole, pushing the balloon higher, but not high enough. Gotta try something else.
Oh.
The waterfall pushes your house down, connecting the seed pod with its husk. Oh man, everything in your house is probably getting soaked.
Lift off.
Your house has finally resurfaced. You retrace your steps back home. Sadly, your father will not be waiting for you there. Still, better to regroup before you go off looking for him.
You know, if he was still in there, he'd probably have drowned or some shit.
Yeah.
Nah, dads are stronger.
What? Random fucking troll, what? It's Gamzee!
Hi, Gamzee. A friendly clown welcomes you to Loka. It seems he would like to be your guide.
I don't know. No or fuck me.
The illusion.
Cautiously approach.
Loading the rage.
Tensei's elevator stuck. Best track in the entire comic.
Want to turn it down a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
You cautiously approach your new guide. Wait, you said you didn't want him to be your guide. The friendly clown strongly advises you to reconsider. You do not reconsider.
I'm proven.
You ask him who he is, but he maintains his cryptic, serene expression in perfect silence. You give some thought to sidling away from the awkward encounter and go inside when the clown finally speaks up. He wants to know if you would like to buy these motherfucking potions. You examine the clown's wares with due skepticism. He assures you that all of his wicked elixirs are motherfucking magic and all that. The clown sure likes to say motherfuck a lot. It is making you feel uneasy.
Dude, what do you want to buy?
Lamp oil, ropes, bombs, it's yours, my friend. As long as you have the boom dollars.
It's yours, my friend. But you gotta have the money to get it. 'Cause if you don't have
Indigo
the money,
potion.
Alright.
Come back when you're a little, richer.
Okay.
I'm not, dude, I know it's not like I'm saying you're not rich in experience, but if you don't have the money, then I'm not rich in monetary value.
You get that, Link? Jane?
Indigo potion, 420 boon dollars. He says this potion will make you strong. You guess it would be pretty handy to be strong, except that it's probably bullshit and the potion doesn't do that at all. He looks taken aback that you could refuse such a valuable commodity. He says no, you gotta buy this motherfucking shit. It's the hottest fucking noise since a big-tittied ninja. Okay, whatever you say, clown, here's your stupid boon dollars. He gives you like 50 of these things? Jesus Christ. Cobalt potion. He claims this potion endows its drinker with incredible luck. Then he does a stupid looking jig on your fridge, clicking the heels of his dumb elf shoes. You find that a bit hard to swallow, not just because it's implausible, but because that blue muck is straight up nasty. He doesn't get the joke. In a motion so swift you didn't even follow, he grabs your hand, pushes a bottle of cobalt into your palm, and closes your fingers over it. As you begin to object, he puts his fingers over your lips and whispers, "Shoosh, that'll be 420 motherfucking boonies, yo."
Man, that'll be 420 fucking boonies, yo. There you go. I missed doing his voice.
Gold potion. This sickly mustard goo is supposed to make your hacking skills go bananas. Like you would ever care about that. He says not so fast though, for its benefits are twofold. It also makes a pretty killer substitute for grub sauce in a pinch. You tell this clown to go take a long walk off a short cliff. He pretends not to hear you and restates his offer. You are getting kind of fed up with this idiot, so you purchase yet more useless bottles of liquid. Are we done here, bro? Olive potion. This gross-looking pea soup elixir is touted as a powerful love potion. Just sneak a few drops into the beverage of your object of affection and he or she will fall head over heels for you, literally in the event that your sweetheart-to-be is decapitated. You are very wary of this claim, of course, but you guess it couldn't hurt to have one bottle on hand. You refuse, but the clown spots the look of longing in your eye and knows a love-struck lady when he sees one. The kind fellow gives you one olive potion on the house. You blush a little and say thank you.
We already did the indigo. But I guess, we could have done that and said yes that time, but whatever.
I'm gonna go through them all again and say yes, see if there's any difference.
Okay.
Fuchsia potion. Fuchsia. This lovely looking potion is supposed to have powerful healing properties, a must-have in the inventory of an up-and-coming maid of life. You don't want it, but the clown really thinks you should take at least one of these handy elixirs. He won't take no for an answer. You say fine and buy a few just to shut him up. Bronze potion. The clown says one sip of this potion will cause you to lose the use of your legs. However, you will become an excellent kisser. A trade that is more than motherfucking fair, he says. Personally, you think someone would have to be suicidal to drink that Highness Brown liquid.
Is it made with Tavros's blood?
Yes. You're only now figuring that?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, it's made from all the blood. Ah!
From everyone who died. Or died at least a little.
Absolutely not! The clown appears crestfallen, then counters with another offer. Buy one bottle, get one free. You scowl at him as if he is quite mad. He gets the picture. You're not interested. He then gives you a few bottles of the stuff and says he'll just put it on your tab, no worries.
And then we didn't read the one about the violet potion. Right beneath the, yeah.
Violet potion. This potion is to be imbibed by anyone who wants to exhibit unabated lust for all he or she encounters, as well as to behave like more of a douchebag. You wonder why anyone would want that. He gives you a sly wink and says nothing more. You say no thanks, but he asks you if you want to buy it anyway. You asked him if he's flipped his friggin' codpiece. Of course you don't want it. He says, but you must. He insists. He gives you 20 bottles for free. Then he says that will be whatever 420 times 20 boon dollars is. You let out a heavy sigh, say fine, and fork over the money.
Alright, now to accept everything.
You buy one bronze potion. It's like a brown nightmare in a bottle. When the clown isn't looking, you chuck it over the side of your house cliff. You acquiesce to a single fuchsia potion. Yippee, pointless pink slop. You buy an indigo potion and shrug. Now there's something you won't be drinking anytime soon. You buy one olive potion. Ugh, this stuff looks nasty. You are going to have to sneak it into an especially strong drink if you don't want Jake to notice. Wait, did you say Jake? You mean, of course, hypothetically, any person you give this to strictly in the name of science. Yeah, this conversation is over. You snap up a violet potion. Sure, why the hell not? Might as well round out your collection of this useless slime. He tucks another 420 of your hard-earned loot into his cavernous codpiece and gives you a bottle of the blue stuff. Good motherfucking choice, he says. You roll your eyes. Whatever. You buy one, flip the clown another cool 420. You wonder why they're all that price? What's the deal with that number anyway? Poor naive Jane. You have no idea how that number culturally means smoking weed, and how stoners think it's funny. You are a smart girl, but there are some things you don't understand, and that makes you more endearing.
And we're gonna hero. God, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck are you going to do with all these stupid potions? Talk about buyer's remorse. You have had enough of this vulgar clown and his pushy potion peddling. You do not want him to be your guide, and you politely ask him to leave your property.
Retrieve contraband from Chest of Whimsy.
The clown says he can all motherfucking abide about that. He doesn't want to get his step onto any motherfucking toes, but he says if he's not going to be your guide, you gotta at least have someone as a guide to all guide you on your way through this quest of miracles. He tells you to hold your shit while he retrieves something from his chest of whimsy. You say, "You mean the refrigerator?" He acts like he didn't even hear you.
Arrow. Ah! No!
You good, Spaz?
Arrow.
Torso flail!
Arrow. Yeah. Yeah, my exact reaction. Arrow. Jane, say hello to your new guide.
Ugh.
Who's voicing Tavris Sprite?
I have no idea how we're going to do this.
What if you do Tavros and Vriska speaking at the same time?
You mean both of us talking?
That's gonna use it. I'll do it. What?
That'll be-
You can either do a really...
Or you, what's up, dude?
I think it would be Vriska in a very halting, stuttery,
Yeah.
uncertain tone.
You want me to do it?
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Perfect.
What the fuck happened? My personality is just absolutely fucking irreconcilable.
Hack. Arrow. Oh God.
No. You have to undo this somehow. Are you listening to me, clown, and whoever the fuck you are? Make me stop being this thing! Okay, I'm sorry for screaming there. That fellow over there just caught me quite off guard with this, stunt. You seem quite upset. I think we should all try to calm down and figure out what to do. Yes, well, yes. Well, first of all, my name is Jane. Pleased to meet you. What is yours? My name? Fuck my name! It's nothing! I am a stuttering, repellent, unholy abomination!
You gotta stutter a bit more.
You have no idea how fucking much I hate myself right now!
Fuck!
Quiet, you! This is all your fault. Look what you've done! Shut up! I hate you both! I hate everything! I hate the way I falteringly speak out my jumbled thoughts! I hate how I drag out the things I say! Sometimes I don't even know which parts of myself are hating which things. So I just hate everything. Hey, clown, can't you do something? This poor creature shouldn't exist.
Oh God. Time for explode.
Oh.
Arrow.
And dead again.
Arrow.
Tavros, this fucking sucks.
What?
What do you mean, what? For starters, that completely horrible shared body resurrection bullshit that just happened. You were there, remember? That's kind of the point.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It wasn't so bad. I think maybe we were overreacting about being one person.
Overreacting my ass? What a nightmare. It's still making my ghostly skin crawl just thinking about it.
No. I think I've decided you're being unreasonable. It was cool being alive again for a while. It's a strange, unsettling. If we didn't explode ourselves so fast, it could have been an adventure, maybe.
Oh, sure. That's easy for you to say. You weren't the one getting the short end of the shared personality stick. Maybe if your personality was as much as an upgrade to mine as mine was to yours, it would have been cool with it. I would have been cool with it too.
Sorry, I've been assaulted by a kitty.
Oh, noes.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good
Aw,
boy?
so good.
You might be right. Actually, it was pretty neat.
Sorry. What?
Getting to feel all the amazing self-esteem you get to feel? I didn't really know what it felt like. I mostly only knew what the pretend kind was like, so thank you for letting me feel that, I guess.
You're welcome. Now that you mention it, maybe there was a silver lining to that freak show. Someone else finally got the chance to feel firsthand how great it is being me.
Yeah, it must be pretty great overall. So, aside from being partially me briefly, how have you been?
Okay, dead mostly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Hey, sorry about that, by the way.
About what?
About killing you. It wasn't very cool of me.
Right. I almost forgot that even happened.
How could you forget? Haven't you been pissed off at me about it?
No, I mean, it was pretty much my fault, I think. I attacked you with my bogus self-esteem, and I paid the ultimate price.
No, you idiot. That's not what happened at all. I stabbed you through the chest because I was being a huge bitch.
I mean, it was a long time ago, but that's not really how I remember it.
Ugh, stop being so stupid. That's so stupid.
No.
That's stupid. You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You are such a pain in the ass when you're dead. Let's just agree it was my fault and drop it.
No, but okay.
Man, being dead is such a drag. I don't know if I can deal with this shit anymore.
I think it's all right.
Oh, come on. It's so boring. What a completely pointless and hollow existence this is. And if the existential malaise wasn't bad enough, now I have to be constantly watching out for that fucking orange guy.
Don't you mean purple guy?
No, the orange guy.
Oh, I thought this was FNAF for some reason. And we are kind of children. He's a good boy. I'm sorry. Kep is just like even though like webcam is like way up here, you can still see him. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Kep time.
Guys, I'm sorry. I can't do the stream anymore. He's blocking my vision.
Oh no.
I'm blind. Orange guy?
The orange guy. Haven't you seen him?
No. Arrow.
Now, back there. No. No means no, Andrew Hussey. Well, there's an orange guy.
You mean the bird version of Dave?
No, not Dave Sprite. It's just some random pointless orange guy who's been hassling me for some reason. I can't catch a break. And if that weren't enough of a nuisance, we've apparently got to deal with getting yanked out of the afterlife without a moment's notice by some bozo on a codpiece to participate in his grotesque body fusion pranks. Between you and me, I'm starting to think we are getting jerked around here, you know?
I'm surprised I didn't recognize him as Gamzee.
Some inexplicable forces out there are fucking with us. They are doing everything in their power to make sure that when we're not being totally humiliated, we are staying completely irrelevant. We can't let them toy with us, then just sweep us under the carpet like that. I'm not going to let our relevance be marginalized anymore, Tavros.
What are you gonna do?
I think it's time to start fucking some shit up.
Oh no.
More like, oh yes, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of being dead and useless and bored, and I'm not going to take it anymore. You're with me, right?
No way. I like being dead. I like it how there are no responsibilities or problems usually.
Tavros, that is the lamest thing I've ever heard you say, which is really saying something.
Yeah, it is.
You've got to quit that loser attitude and get your ass out of the sand. That's just your low self-esteem talking again.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to have to insist. You are going to join me, and together we are going to fuck shit up.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes, I will definitely cooperate with you wholeheartedly. Damn it. Okay, fine. Proceed to time capsule.
You cannot proceed to the time capsule because you are lying on the floor unconscious. While descending deep into the ruins, a sudden earthquake jammed the elevator on its way down, causing you to take a nasty spill to the floor below. Luckily, you were wearing your trusty skull top, preventing a more serious concussion. You nevertheless lost consciousness and attempt with all your might to regain it.
Hi, Cat. You done? Yes, it's my nose. Jake, regain consciousness.
You fail to regain consciousness.
Years in the past.
But centuries in the future.
What? Jake, respond. What? Who's this again?
Do, where are you?
Oh, my mic was muted.
Oh, heck.
Happy 13th, bro. I have something for you.
Oh, Nelly. You're too kind, my friend. What is it?
It's no big deal. Since it's nothing I wasn't planning on giving you anyway, I just sort of happened to finish it today.
I think I catch your drift. So, my new tin comrade finally gets a head on his shoulders, huh? Arrow? I said arrow.
Yeah, yeah, assuming I can actually send it today without another untimely paradoxification. If not, then hey, you get a sick grill full of birthday slime instead.
Oh, hell no. Hey, that's not the right accent.
Mm.
Oh, hell no. Hell no, man. Okay, listen. If you're going to send anything to me, slime or otherwise, can you please at least make the shit... Yeah, can you please at least not make the shit appear directly over my head this time? The last thing I need on my birthday is another installment of, and I quote, Manbro Bukake Theater.
You still don't actually know what that means, do you?
Not really. It's your freaking figure of speech, man. I gathered it just meant getting slimed in the Ghostbusters or some such.
Kind of. I told you to look it up.
Yeah, I'm a busy fella, Dirk. Oh, Wikipedia is a lot of letters to type in a thing for a man of action on the go. I'm always doing adventures, remember?
That is such bullshit. You sit in your little jungle globe watching movies all day.
Sorry, Kepler is very distracting.
No Kepler options.
Well, yes, but okay. I have a lot of movies to bun up on. There are so many good ones I still haven't seen.
You think literally every film you watch is a masterpiece. I've never felt so much vicarious shame through someone else's atrocious taste in awful garbage.
Screw you, I have impeccable standards. It's just there's so much good stuff out there, and I've really been on a roll with my picks lately.
Do you even hear yourself, dude? Your picks are everything, and lately is always.
Yes, I hear myself just fine. I hear a discriminating gentleman's melodious voice, and it strikes my ears as the voice of reason. So here's what I'm pretty excited about. Have you heard about this Avatar Jam? It's coming out next year.
You mean the blue furry shit?
No, man, it's not. It's not blue furry shite. Far from it. Get this. It is about this paralyzed fellow who is down on his. Sorry, got a message. Distracted me. A paralyzed fellow who's down on his luck and longs for adventure, and he finds it. But it is far away on an enchanted planet rich with coveted treasures. An adventure is not all that his friend that he finds. Oh no, he also finds romance. A beautiful blue woman from the wild teaches him the ways of her savage culture and also the ways of alien love. Together, they frolic in the forest while sharing primal intimacy through magical sexual escapades. It's not running with wolves, shut up!
Dances.
Well, it's a different dimension, so it's running with wolves. What's so funny, wise guy?
Well, to borrow from one of the more benighted sectors of your zeitgeist, that was so gay.
Excuse me, but I fail to see what could possibly be gay about some huge, elegant blue man and woman having really spiritual intercourse with their tailors or something.
Well, yeah, obviously not literally. Jake, where I'm from, that word hasn't been used as a pejorative or even much at all in a really long fucking time.
But you're from frickin' Texas, aren't you?
Well, yes, but not exactly.
Ugh! Stop being such a cryptic troll all the time. Anyway, Avatar looks spectacular, and I think my preemptive review was spot on. The bloody end.
Okay, but what you just said about those furries was gay as hell. It's time to face the facts.
You are just treating my curry taste and flicks to your aloof hippery disdain as usual. You don't know anything about that movie. Maybe you'll like it.
I saw it already. That movie sucked the smelliest shit from the ugliest butt. Sorry, man.
Well, now I know you're just trolling me. It won't be out for another year.
Right. Here, let me send you the rest of this robot already. You spent too long alone on that island as it is. I kind of worry about you. A man can only spend so much time in the middle of the damn ocean with nothing but pop cultural detritus and his own thoughts to keep him company.
Alrighty. I hope it won't be as difficult to finish building as the rest was to assemble.
No, just screw the thing on and it's ready to go.
Oh, capital! Scoot that noggin over... Yeah, scoot that noggin on my... Scoot that noggin my way at your... Oh. Capital! Scoot that noggin my way at your ready then. Arrow.
Oh, cool. It worked.
You nerd. He's got your slick Japanese spectacles and everything. Why is this a middleman before me? Or is it none other than Dirk Strider, the man himself in my room?
One thing at a time, bro. I haven't quite figured out a way to get myself there yet.
It almost sounds like this is something you've given some thought.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're implying there, but why don't you snap that sucker on the torso and fire it up?
Affirmative. I continue to bogle vacantly at your technical shenanigans. Your knack for gadgetry seems to surpass even my grandma's, and she was like this big-time gizmo legend. How do you even do all this stuff?
I guess from your perspective, I must seem hells of overpowered in a bunch of ways, which I kind of am. Like, with a ninja sword, I'm basically nuts, okay?
If you say so, buddy, I can believe it.
Yeah, but when it comes to building stuff, you're probably overstating things. Like, for example, if you told someone 100 years ago you could build a computer, they'd probably be like, whoa, shit, look at this fucking genius. Well, actually, first of all, they'd say, what's a computer? I only know what horses and diseases are and shit like that. But once you actually tell them what computers are, Jesus, dick, you're a wizard. But from your perspective, you know it's not a big deal to build a computer. You just go online and buy a case and a motherboard and some other shit and put it all together. It's not like you're smelting the goddamn silicon in your basement and making chips in your hermetically sealed, dust-free garage.
Yeah, but come on, it's not like you're from a century in the future.
Well, no.
Nor am I a quaint man of the past. Pardon me, but do I sound like some trolley called Bellwether toiling in the heart of the mustache belt from the rough and tumble year of 1909?
He said unironically.
Give me some credit, man, and some to yourself as well. You are too modest about all this robotics noise.
I don't know. I have a lot of time to work on stuff, I guess. There are a lot of irons. You know where they are? Here's a hint. It's a pretty hot place.
The kitchen?
Sure, I keep some irons there too, but most of them are in the fire.
Oh, of course! The fire is quite notoriously the hottest thing there is. A tip-top locale for a whole mess of irons.
True that. I actually have so much to do and think about. One of my current projects hopefully will address that very issue. Gonna make an AI replica of my own mind. He can share some of the load, as well as make a decent intellectual sparring partner, ideally. Not that my conversations with you aren't uniquely rad, but you know what I mean.
You know, Kep, I know that you're comfortable, but you block my view of the screen like 80% of the time.
It might be time to move Kepler back to your lap by force.
No. See, again, I think you are downplaying a pretty neat accomplishment, if you ask me.
We'll see.
Does that mean I'll have to deal with two Darks? One is more machine than man, and another who is a computer program you made.
That's a super joke, but I'm guessing you won't be hearing much from the program. Probably won't play a significant role in either of our lives. I have my doubts it'll be a successful project, but who knows?
I'd wager a tidy sum the results of the endeavor will be sensational. I believe in you.
You do?
Sure, bro. I always have. You have helped me out a lot. You have helped me out a lot. I've been a good friend for ages. What?
Well, I wasn't sure about doing this today, but if it's true that you do believe in me, then I guess fuck it, why not?
Why not what?
I guess call it an extra birthday present, but instead of a present that's awesome, consider it more like a weird confession that may change the way you feel about me.
Whoa, Dark. Are you, saying what I think?
What? What do you think I'm saying here?
Oh, never mind. Sorry for interrupting. Should I sit down for this? I don't know what I should do. Wait, I'm already sitting down. Should I stand up?
No, just chill out. Stand up, sit down, whatever. Here's the thing. You know all these painfully obvious hints I've been dropping that always seem to be flying over your head?
Maybe? I think I need to tell her something.
About me being from the future.
Oh! Yeah, I think so.
Well, those weren't jokes. It's true.
What? Oh man, are you actually serious?
Yes.
So, like, you are from a century in the future?
Well, no. More like 4 centuries. The year 2422, or as we say contemporarily, 411 PC, post-condescension.
Wow. I must say, this is not the announcement I was expecting. So you are a time traveler from 2422, here to help me build robots or something.
No, I can't time travel. I can only send things through time occasionally. I actually live here in the future, alone in my apartment. I can send messages to you in the past, though, like I'm doing now.
How?
Years ago, our alien friend sent me a special chat client. It's basically just Pester Chum with some sort of alien technology embedded. It's specifically wired to communicate with your time period. As hours go by for me, the time it sends messages to also increments by the same amount, so we communicate in lockstep, as if we both existed in the present. She said it was important for Roxy and I to begin communicating with you and Jane, and this is how we all became friends.
Wait. You and Roxy?
Is there a significant delay after your line before I start talking?
No.
Okay, just checking. Yes, she lives in the future too, though we live nowhere near each other. I asked her to refrain from telling either of you. I wanted to be the one to let you know, to wait for the right moment.
Well, also Swift. Yeah, towels would be really useful, but we're traveling through time, not space. Holy.
Well, you know, TT actually does stand for time towels.
Oh. Well, shit. Holy fucking mackerel! This is amazing.
So, you really are trusting me about this? Just like that? No second thought?
Well, yeah, sure. Why not? Wait. Is that a prank? Is that?
No. This would be a very shitty and boring prank. I promise it isn't.
Then heck yes, I believe it to the frickin' pieces. It's an awesome thing to be true.
Ha ha.
So, what's the far-flung future like? Some sort of crazy robo paradise?
Not quite, but there are definitely robots.
Oh man, what are the movies like in the future? I bet there are some real cinematic humdingers, like holographic stuff. Or shit you plug directly in their brain pod, right? Wait, you have brain pods, right? What about Amazon? Has Amazon taken over the world yet?
No, We don't have brain pods. We don't have Amazon. Those aren't a thing. You just made that up. And there are no movies in the future. There are no humans either. They all went extinct. Roxy and I are the only ones left as far as we know.
Well, shit. Dirk, if you don't have a landlord, is it really an apartment? No. Dirk, this story got so much less awesome. Is it too late to backpedal and believe in it before I start to cry?
No, dude, it's too late. Tears ahoy, this motherfucker gets sad. Do you want to know what happened?
Sure do. Let me just finish putting this steel melon on my robot, and then I'm all ears. Complete robot. There, he is finished. Look at this spanking iron fiend in the future. He is perfect. Oh, shoot. Dirk, he just got blurry and disappeared. What the actual fuck?
Don't worry, that's normal. Upon activation, he goes into stalking mode.
Stalking mode?
Yeah, he'll stalk you in the jungle and strike when your guard is down.
What? That's crazy. Why would I want that?
I mean, didn't you want someone to get into scrums with?
Well, yeah, but... Man.
He will give you all the scrums you can handle. Trust me, this will sharpen your combat skills.
Well, I guess you're right. I was just picturing a little good, honest roughhousing. Why does the whole thing have to sound so sketchy and nerve-wracking?
Do you want to hear my grim tales of the apocalypse or not?
Oh, yes. You're right. Let's put issues of fisticuffs aside for now. Tell me everything about the future. So, how does humanity fuck up? Is it a nuclear holocaust? Or is it robots? Something to do with robots, as per the Terminator?
No. It's more of a gradual decline in population than that, due to an insidious power grab by an aquatic alien empress.
Oh, the old alien warlord story. Got it. When did she show up?
She's already there in your time period, hiding in plain sight. She's been there for anywhere between 50 and 100 years. She's the Baroness of Crocker Corp, Jane's company, but of course Jane has no idea. The Baroness has been using subtle strategies to manipulate the human population through her company for a long time. On November 11th, 2011, she finally made her presence known to the world, along with her agenda for global domination.
Jeez, that is pretty scary. So in a few years, she'll be in charge of everything?
No, not quite. That's just when the world finally sees her for the threat she is. She'd continue to gain power by exploiting various institutions and the media from within. It would take the next several decades for her to claim the throne as Earth's absolute ruler. Her march to domination was facilitated by a number of scumbag sympathizers and opposed by a few brave rebels, including my ancestor, Roxy's too. I think your ancestor qualifies as one too. In fact, I'm sure she must have been the first member of the covert opposition movement.
My grandma? I do remember when I was here young, she'd tell me stories of the wicked woman who raised her. Was she the evil alien?
Yep. That's a whole story right there, most of which is shrouded in rumor and urban legend. But before we get sidetracked by any of that, I'll try to cover the big picture, to give you a sense of all the batshit lunacy that followed the Sea Hag's power play.
Arrow.
Nobody at the time knew what the fuck she wanted to accomplish or what her actual motives were, but in retrospect it became clear that she was trying to essentially restore the conditions of her old homeworld, which she used to rule over as well. She began instituting these crazy laws. First of all, people weren't allowed to reproduce. She found our usual method of procreation revolting, and anyone who engaged in it was punished by death. But she still needed an ongoing population of subjects to abuse, so to propagate the race, she set up this weird system. At random intervals, every citizen would be required to supply their genetic material to drones. That DNA would be collected and combined in some way. Many years later, long after the original donors had died, clones would be spawned from their DNA, so no one would ever be able to know who their parents were or be able to trace their lineage. It was only through a bit of good fortune that Roxy and I were able to discover who our ancestors were.
Well, they were rebels. They were the rebels you mentioned. Are they alive right now? I mean, in my time.
Yes.
Oh, I'm very curious about them, and also my grandma.
I'll get to them, don't worry. Anyway, her imperious condescension turned out to be especially cruel to her human subjects. I'm sure her rule was no picnic on her homeworld, but I think she resented humans' biological incompatibility with the ideal empire she envisioned, and became frustrated. Humanity wasn't even really her first choice for rule. There are reports that she attempted to clone members of her own species and replace the human population with them, but they all died.
What happened to them, Arrow?
The rumors say it was her own pet who killed them. See, she traveled from her world to Earth in this huge red space ark. In it, she'd gathered thousands of creatures from her planet, I'm guessing to save them from extinction. This, more than anything, has led me to speculate that some cataclysm happened on her homeworld, and she moved on to greener pastures to rebuild her empire. She bred all these creatures in secret, increasing their numbers, preparing for her eventual takeover. Each monster, or lusus naturae, was meant to be a kind of caretaker for the young. You can see where the dramatic schism between our species and hers begins, and also why she had a reputation for being quite insane. But she also happens to have this one humongous sea monster, Lucis, that is like her own personal bodyguard and kind of a secret weapon. But it turns out the thing is kind of an enigma, sort of a double-edged eldritch horror, as much in her service as it is calling the shots in some unfathomable way. Every time she tried to resurrect her race, it would slaughter them all, psychically, as if it was keeping her ambition in check. Or so the story goes.
Wait, these beasts tend to the young? I can tell you from first-hand experience that monsters are totally rotten at taking care of kids. They do a bang-up job of making them scared, though. Huh.
Exactly. The plan was beyond shitty.
So, does that mean you and Rox were raised by these things?
Nope. It was just a very short-lived experiment centuries ago. Humans just don't have that same evolutionary symbiosis with those things that her race had. Turns out a bunch of fucking alien monsters have no interest whatsoever in taking care of human babies. They mostly just wound up eating them, or at best, just abandoning them. Later, she instated a Lucidroid system to serve the same function as she began phasing in more robotic solutions in favor of all this ill-conceived biotech nonsense that always did nothing but backfire.
Arrow, oh god.
Even drones were replaced with robotic versions. I imagine they were just easier to produce and control since she'd given up hope of perfectly mirroring her own civilization in all its convoluted symbiotic glory. But not without a good fight, and not without taking her frustrations out on the human population. She attempted to enforce blood casting through efforts to genetically alter people's blood color. That was an ugly chapter. A lot of fucking people died from that debacle. Over the last 400 years, the population got smaller and smaller from these atrocities piling up, but she clearly didn't give a shit. And all the while, the amount of dry land kept shrinking due to the gradual flooding. Soon there was hardly anywhere left to live, and then that was that. No more people.
Wait, flooding?
Oh, yeah, I probably should have mentioned this up front. One of the first things she did while in power was begin melting the ice caps. It took a while, but eventually the whole world flooded, and that's how it is now. It's totally soaked up in this bitch.
Wow, like the epic Kevin Costner film.
Almost exactly, especially by the same degree of shittiness.
Does that mean you have to drink your own pee?
You get used to the taste. Welcome it even. That takes about 15 days in a row of hard piss drinking, though.
Ugh. No, dude. No, ew.
Relax, I don't drink any goddamn piss, okay?
Oh, okay. Whew. I guess your Lucis trade thingy sees to it that you have fresh water?
Nope, those things stopped being a thing long time ago too, once humans went extinct.
Oh, I thought... Huh. Well, who raised you then?
Nobody, man. I raised my damn self.
Jesus Christopher Kringlefucker. And here I thought I was rugged.
You're still pretty rugged. You're just a fucking dork about it.
Well, that's true.
I I guess I did have Cal looking after me. Let's not discount the rad service of the sea man, okay?
Heaven forbid. And what about Roxy? Hero.
Pretty sure the Carapacians took care of her when she was young.
Wait, the what's it?
Right. Another thing I forgot to mention. There are a lot of these humanoid creatures with hard shells, some black, some white. As humanity was dwindling due to an increasingly whimsical and psychopathic Condess, she began introducing more of these Carapacians onto the scene.
Are they aliens too?
Sort of? They're definitely from other planets, so yeah. Really, the deal with where they came from is a whole other story for another time, but the bottom line is, at some point, somehow, she started herding a bunch of them from their homeworlds onto Earth and multiplying them. Something like 100 years ago, it became clear she favored these guys more than humans as her subjects. They're very loyal and seem genuinely dedicated to serving her. Must be what they were bred for. She still treats them like shit, though, unsurprisingly. All these colonies started sprouting up, like these modular cities floating on the water. It probably sounds cooler than it is, but they're basically slums. That's where they tend to live in large numbers. Roxy lives in one of those colonies. It's about 2,000 miles from where I am.
Neat. Hero. Good gravy. These are exotic circumstances. And here I was thinking I had the most exciting and adventurous life. Turns out I'm just some chump on boring-ass Monster Island in silly old pre-apocalypse.
For what it's worth, I think it's got to be more interesting living in the 21st century than the 25th. Like, it's really no contest.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'd be really keen on talking to Roxy about this too. Very curious about her experiences as a future lady. With all the Watsets, the hard shell folk people, whatever. I must say, it turns my previous perception of your lives right on its fucking ear.
Man, she would love to talk with you about all this. She hates keeping secrets. It's been killing her not to spill all these fucking beans way the hell prematurely.
Like, what is even your day-to-day business like in a see Hitler's water apocalypse?
Well, I mostly shit around my apartment all day, building stuff, reading about history, and flipping out with my sword. Sometimes I go fishing and check out the underwater ruins. She does plenty of useless fucking around too, but at least she's got a neighborhood. She also uses one of her gadgets to gank vegetables and stuff from the past. She tries to feed the hungry neighbors whatever she can scrounge up.
Arrow. Those are amazing stories. I'm so lucky to have friends like you. Oh snap, what about Jane? Have you told her?
Jane is... No, I haven't. I've dropped some hints and tested her willingness to believe something like this. It's just not going to fly. It's way too much to drop on somebody all at once if they aren't receptive.
True. But it seems like a shame to keep her out of the loop.
Well, tell her whatever you want. She'll likely think she's being fucked with. Personally, I wouldn't bother trying too hard to convince her. There's no point in alienating her. Someday she'll be ready to believe things.
Okay. Wow, wait. I still have so many questions. It's incredible that all this is going to happen right around the corner. I don't know if I'm ready.
Well, like I said, the changes will be a little more gradual than that, more clandestine. She'll exploit the fear caused by her revelation to the world to create intended reactions within governments and media, and her agents embedded on the inside will help nudge things in the direction she wants. Then, 20-something years down the road, without anyone suspecting a thing, she'll suddenly be in complete control, and Earth will be fucked.
This is way too real. I want to join the opposition. Fuck this switch. I have lots of guns and reckless bravado, and I want to stop her. I'll pick up where my grandma left off.
Well, aside from the main reasons that won't happen, which I won't get into, it still wouldn't be a good idea.
Oh shit, why not?
Because people way better at this than you tried and died. You said you wanted to hear about our ancestors.
Arrow. Heck yes, bro.
Well, how much do you actually know about your grandma? What have you read and what do you remember?
My memory of her is pretty foggy. I do know she loved adventure just like me. That's why she was exploring this little island and was raising me here before she died. She was a fair markswoman and knew her way around an atom or two. Pretty sure her company made a tidy fortune till it went belly up. At least I still have a few of her knickknacks or keepsakes. And, as you confirmed, she was raised by that evil spinster. But then again, from some of the things my pen pal has said, it kind of throws some of these details into question, so I don't know what to think.
I don't know what the deal is with your pen pal either, and I'm not really prepared to speculate on that right now. But I'm privy to a shitload of historical data I can share. What's the last thing you remember about her?
It was the night I found her dead. Arrow. She'd gone off to study the runes one day. I'm pretty sure that was her purpose on the island, to study the technology here and solve the astonishing mysteries. She even built that big fancy house we used to live in, so I guess she really wanted to settle here for a while. But she didn't come home from her expedition for a couple days, so I started to get worried. I followed the trail we usually take to the lagoon while keeping my eyes peeled for monsters, but instead I found her lying there dead. I think a monster caught her off guard. There were 3 big fang marks the body and on the trail of blood along the path. Looked like she was trying to get home but couldn't make it before she succumbed to the injury. But before I could even do anything about it, I heard an explosion. I looked back at the hill and my house is gone. Arrow. Just like a big poof of smoke where I was standing. So I lived alone in the jungle ever since.
Huh. I've wondered about all that.
Well, you never asked.
Well, I know. I would have, but asking you about your past would have just been inviting you to do the same. You know how it goes.
Ah, indeed.
But for the record, I don't think those are fang marks on the body, dude.
No?
Finish the story first. Then what?
Arrow.
Little John. Little Jake.
So cute. Well, there's not much more to it. I had to deal with Grandma's body. I would have loved to give her a proper and dignified memorial like Jane's granddad got. God, Jane is so lucky every day in her household. Must be like the weekend at Bernie's. What a riot it must be. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, what a fucking treat. A living room corpse party every goddamn day.
I know, right? Ah, alas, I had to dispose of the body with haste so the monsters wouldn't eat her. So I just made a little camp and fire and burned it. I keep the ashes deep in the ruins, which is where I think she liked it best. Hopefully there isn't an earthquake or something that would knock the urn over in a predictable and hilarious fashion.
Nah, man. I bet my bottom boonbuck that shit's eternally safe. That urn's like the Fort Knox of standing upright forever because of no accidents.
That's some great foreshadowing. Huh, yeah. So then after camping out the next day, I went exploring and found my room globe mostly intact sitting in the jungle. So that's where I've lived since. That's pretty much it. I sure miss my grandma though. She was the best.
She was definitely very brave, if the stories are true. Downright audacious, I'd say.
What did he hear?
Well, like I said, she was
Oh
raised by the
no,
parents.
I was right.
It was probably a worse childhood than either of us had. She wasn't related, obviously. Ain't nobody related to a damn fish alien. Except other fish aliens, probably. She had an adoptive brother, too. Life must have been miserable for both of them.
Yes, I vaguely remember her mentioning him. Christ, the thing she told me now that I think of it. She said the witch even killed her dog. Is that true?
I don't know, but wouldn't doubt it. There are other urban legends that she did a lot of experiments on animals and people, mostly to do with mind control, like figuring out ways to unlock all of her psychic alien potential to increase her power. Not sure if that's true or if it was actually successful, though.
So, what you're saying is pretty much any unspeakable horrible thing she could have done, she probably did.
Yes. Anyway, your grandma managed to run away when she was quite young. Maybe it was a traumatic event like dog murder that prompted her to flee. Who knows? Whatever the case, her bro stayed behind. That guy must have been seriously immune to witnessing fucked up shit, because he went on to be a famous comedian. A real kindly old cornball. Nicer guy you couldn't hope to meet, they say.
Huh, wow. Must have been a hell of a guy.
So, you're not making any connections there?
Where, huh?
Famous comedian about the age of your grandma, inheriting the family name of the Baroness. Not ringing a bell?
What are you talking about? Dirk, stop speaking in riddles and keep telling the story. I am on tender hooks here, and I know that you're basically saying that the girl that has a crush on me is a distant relative, but
Okay, well, it's not like it's that important. Just a super obvious thing that'll probably occur to you later when you're looking in the fridge you don't have, at which point you'll feel like an idiot.
Oh my god, you can be an opaque motherfucker. Just clue me in, bro.
Nah, it'll be funnier this way.
Strider!
Moving on. That kid kept the family name, but obviously your grandma didn't. She must have held a grudge against the Baroness her whole life. She started by taking a different name she knew would stick in her craw.
Oh, I remember this. I believe she said the witch used to be married to a terrible man named English. So, because the witch really hated that guy, she took on his name as sort of a big old fuck you to the woman. Hello?
Hello?
That?
1 second, sorry.
You good?
Welcome back, Kepler.
Had to corral some dogs. I'm back.
I'm back.
That's probably close to the truth, but it sounds like the kind of story an old lady tells her young grandson in a way he would understand, or at least would scare the shit out of him. What I've read is something much more sinister, as usual. There's supposedly only one thing the Baroness fears, and your grandma learned of this somehow. It wasn't an ex-husband, though. It was her superior. Some kind of demon or another alien. No one really knows, but he went by the name English. He's supposed to be even more brutal than she is, if you can believe that.
So I'm named after a demon? What kind of demon is named English anyway?
What kind of alien is named Crocker? It's probably just a name he stole from someone else, like the Baroness did.
I guess it's kind of cool being named after a demon who's so scary even the witch is afraid of him.
Yeah, well, your grandma thought so. Everything she did in life thereafter seemed to be an effort to piss off the Batter Witch, like starting a competing tech company, heavily branded in a way that was presumably intended to remind the Baroness of her boss, like with skulls and garish colors and shit. The dude is some kind of skull monster, I guess?
Oh, I love skulls!
I know.
Hero.
It was definitely brave on her part, but ultimately it got her a bankrupt company, a blown-up house, and a fork through the torso for her trouble. But she must have been the first to understand how dangerous the Baroness was while acting in covert opposition. Others would follow, and continue to as of now in your time period.
These are your ancestors?
Yeah, mine and Roxy's were among them.
Anyone I've heard of?
Of course. All these fuckers are totally famous, obviously.
We've talked about the guy I'm genetically derived from a lot, actually. Like, every time I've ever talked about my... Oh, that's you.
We've actually talked about the guy I'm genetically derived from a lot, actually. Like, every time I've ever talked about my bro.
Gadzooks, of course! With all of your future mindfucker, you made me completely forget about your vaunted Hollywood sibling. I should have asked where you fit into the picture if you were raised alone. That could be a dung bag of penny candy sometimes.
Sometimes. Otherwise, you're on point like a bag of the nickels shit.
Whoa, now, those are the sweets kept in reserve for millionaires. Such flattery.
Okay, what we're saying stop meaning anything, so I'll continue.
Right. So, then, he never actually was your bro?
No, that's just how I view him. Alon took a more maternal view of her ancestor.
The lady who wrote all of the dreary wizard books, I presume?
Yeah, the Complacency of the Learned series. Ever read it?
Arrow. No, I tried. It's too depressing. And also kind of impossible to understand. I told Roxy I liked it though. I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so don't say I said that. I think I'll wait for the movies to come out. I bet I'll like those better.
You don't say.
I do say. Hey, you must have seen them with you being in the future. Are they any good?
They are not.
Fully to that. Like I even believe you.
The books are pretty interesting, though, if somewhat dense. They're supposedly heavily allegorical, veiled representations of cosmic events surrounding the witch and her boss and how all this came about. It's the kind of thing you wouldn't pick up on unless you were someone who understood what happened, like the Condess, which was kind of the point. I think it was her way of letting the witch know, I'm on to you. In the early days of the resistance movement, they both opposed her more indirectly, through their art, like critics of tyrannical governments often used to. They had to be careful, though. Didn't want to make big waves too soon. My bro did this, too, with his many fine films. Practically everything was a symbol for something, either in mockery of the Batter Witch or conveying some hidden message to its audience. Each film was always rigorously picked apart for its head-scratching symbolic meaning. But he managed to accomplish all this without ever compromising the purity of his ironic vision, which I think was admirable.
Arrow. Fuck yes, the Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff films rule. Screw the haters. That's what I say.
You also say that about Weekend at Bernie's.
Man, that is a scandalous mischaracterization. Nobody hates Weekend at Bernie's. The WAB films are generally regarded as so unremarkably mediocre, they don't even attract any trolls who care enough to shit on it. Believe me, I've tried to get in debates with people about it.
Yeah, you are pretty much touche'd the fuck out of that. But we are definitely in agreement about my bro's films as the masterstrokes they are. He just kept cranking them out, too. He really stepped up production after 11/11/11, even though the cat was finally out of the bag. He was very dedicated to his craft.
Oh, dang, I can hardly wait to see them.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath about that.
Why not?
Man, fuck it. I'll just send you them.
Oh!
Just keep a lid on them. We don't need any weird causality shit rearing its head here. That would be dumb.
I will guard each glistening compression artifact with my life, as if a jewel pilfered from a tomb.
What was the last you saw?
Well, there was Sweet Bro and Hell Jeff the movie, and Sweet Bro and Hell Jeff the film. And Sweet Bro and Hell Jeff the movie. I think Sweet Bro and Hell Jeff the movie is still in production, right? But honestly, I get confused about which particular misspelling is attributed to which film, or even if I'm getting misspellings right.
Well, the key to sorting it all out is to understand it doesn't actually matter. Through video streaming services, he would frequently set it up so that buying a certain title would ship you the wrong film. And often titles for movies were available for sale that just straight up didn't exist, or would be sold for dollar amounts that made no sense. Like $2.897
cents and 1 cent.
And sometimes buying a download would actually deposit money into your account instead of deducting from it. It was all part of the experience.
Arrow. Your forebears are certainly entrepreneurial, if nothing else. I can get behind the idea of making a killing if it means I also get to be as good at doing adventures as I hope to be. Did they ever bring the battle to the witch's doorstep, or were the blows dealt strictly through public masquerades and theatrics?
Yeah, they both got pretty deep into the shit eventually. They were very skilled combatants. I'm pretty sure she had some weird powers too.
Powers, you see?
Communion with occult forces, something like that. She knew things, had visions. It's why she was able to write these books, and more importantly, why Roxy and I were able to survive here.
How?
They knew we would be here someday, so they prepared for our arrival. I live in what used to be my bro's old apartment 400 years ago. The whole city is gone, but this one unit is somehow protected. He left some supplies for me here, like a lifetime supply of orange soda in the crawl space, along with a fuck ton of badge merch. It was like discovering my own personal holocaust of bulbous jutting bottoms, plus some weapons and some other gear, and a killer pair of shades. Roxy's mom used to live in her place too, and left some stuff she might need lying around. This was way before there were Carapacian colonies, though. I think her house must have some kind of kernelized structure, like a potential colony. Something built to undergo modular self-replication if activated. I'm sure her mom knew that. It's been a good way from rocks to blend in. I stick out like a sore thumb here, of course, but it hasn't really been a problem yet.
So, they knew you would show up in the future someday, and prepared for that. Doesn't that mean they also knew they weren't going to be able to stop the witch?
Probably. But they went down fighting anyway.
Wow. That's brave and kind of sad.
Yeah. But wouldn't you?
Of course! You always go down guns blazing. That's what a hero does when he loves adventure and has guns. If there's one thing movies have taught me besides the fact that guys using a corpse as a silly puppet is frickin' hilarious, it is that fact.
Well, it's not like their rebellion was totally futile. They took a lot of shitheads down with them.
Oh.
Sympathizers.
Ugh. Just the thought of such scoundrels turns me stomach.
They should. In order for you to understand, I'll have to fill you in on some of the ridiculous final gasps of human civilization, taking place over the several decades leading up to its absolute enslavement. The decades which immediately followed the rebranding.
Arrow.
Somebody!
As I mentioned, Crocker Corp's rebranding on 311. Oh no, that's not Smash Mouth.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
I know. I know, but they look very
As I
similar.
mentioned, this is true. They do look terrifyingly similar. As I mentioned, Crocker Corp's rebranding on 311, as it was often referred to in the news, totally changed everything. It marked the beginning of a completely shameless downward spiral of Western civilization. Through its series of events that were probably hard to notice at the time, but quite glaring when evaluated historically. Though the Baroness made very few substantive gestures of aggression, the global fear of her looming threat would trigger all the changes she needed. Governments prepared for war as if to defend against the invading alien armies she undoubtedly commanded. But, of course, she had no army. She was always the only of her kind. Instead, the world powers were only setting about to build her armies for her. The media deteriorated into this preposterous circus that was in all practical ways inseparable from the power base and government institutions. Popular entertainers became dangerous demagogues, and their roles in the media blurred with those of executive authority, and the most dangerous were the ones who fed into the fear and hysteria most effectively. These tended to be plants, unscrupulous shills paid by the Baroness to move her agenda forward.
This is definitely getting too real.
It really is.
Dang. I would like to think I would not be suckered in by their silvery tongues whenever they come along.
Well, thing is, most of them are already on the scene in your time.
Who?
Ever heard of Guy Fieri?
No, I don't think so.
You're fortunate then. He was an especially degenerate piece of filth. He used his connections and guile to wriggle into the spotlight and then onto the other positions of power. He somehow landed on the U.S. Supreme Court. Over the years, other justices started mysteriously disappearing without being replaced. After helping rewrite the Constitution to form an incomprehensible patchwork of fascism, theocratic mandates, recipes, and bad rap lyrics, he weaseled his way up to the ranks to become the High Chaplain of Interstellar War. I'm just going to cut to the chase because this really ain't a big history lesson here. He eventually came to be regarded as the third and final Antichrist. No other human in history was responsible for more death and suffering.
The hilarious thing is that Guy Fieri is actually a really cool dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Swift says in there. People shit on that guy all the time, and what did he ever do wrong?
It's because what we're reading right now is the altered timeline.
I guess so.
Guy Fieri's goodness was sacrificed for the sake of the new universe.
Yeah.
That has to be done. Arrow. Oh no. That Barsh car.
Yes, that's exactly the phrase I would use to describe someone responsible for the extermination of 5 billion people. It was just so uncivilized of him.
How could such an atrocity be allowed to happen? Was his personal magnetism really that overpowering?
Maybe overpowering in the wrong direction, yeah. But it didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual decline in the integrity of the system that allowed it. Eventually the wheels came off and the political scene mirrored the absurdity of the media circus. By the time Presidents Jay and Dope were elected, Western civilization had officially fucked itself over forever, and I think everyone knew it.
Oh no. When does that happen?
2024. The last free election the world would ever see.
We're getting there!
We are.
If we are still doing this in 2024, we're going to hold a Crocker resistance stream.
Oh, that would be incredible.
You better not forget.
I'm pretty sure between the three of you, it's gonna happen.
we can figure it out.
So, like, they were on the ticket together as president and vice president?
No, man. They were both president. They were the first dual presidents of the United States of America. Also the last. They were also the first and last Juggalo presidents. The founding father warned us about this, but nobody listened.
They did? Warned us about what exactly?
The mirthful executives. George Washington had prophetic nightmares about them. He tried to warn people and get language amended into the Constitution to prevent it, like forbidding the election of what he famously described as a pair of salty bards, or unruly gestures given to the sweet drink. But everyone just thought he toked too hard on the colonial cannabis or whatever.
I'm not sure I follow. These are like clown presidents or some such?
Yes, they were a shitty rap duo from your time. But they ran a hell of a campaign. By then, the Juggalo Party had gotten huge. While numerous other candidates split the moderate vote, they retained a very energized and devoted base. You could say their party had a big tent.
Dirk, I really dislike the future you are describing.
Hey, me too. They were swept into office on a wave of Fago, and the presidential inauguration was the biggest gathering of the Juggalos of all time. They all hosed each other down on the White House lawn with shitty soda. The DC and the Capitol thereafter officially stood for Dark Carnival. Of course, their campaign was helped considerably by having support from the Baroness. In retrospect, people developed the impression that it was all part of her sick sense of humor. There was this sense that she just loved the idea of delegating these extreme subjugation of the world's population to a pair of demented clown rappers. Some have speculated this was just another way she was attempting to resurrect her previous model of governance, though this kinda seemed far-fetched to me. Who the fuck ever heard of an alien juggalo? To me, this is about as stupid as the crackpot theories get.
Nice nod. Arrow.
Hell yeah.
I still don't really know what a juggalo is. Do they juggle?
Don't worry about it. People were even less prepared for a double juggalo presidency than they ever imagined. I'm not even going to get into all the horrifying details. Trust me, you just start to feel dirty reading about it. From the moment Fieri held up the Bible to swear them in, and the three of them proceeded to publicly defecate on it while freestyling rap lyrics, that was it. Everyone in the world watching on TV said, well, show's over. Civilization was pretty cool while it lasted. The next several grueling terms of their presidency was a weird combination of authoritarian practices. The Baroness used it as a puppet regime while still basically giving them carte blanche to carry out their idiotic whims. Fago was pumped through the plumbing instead of tap water. The new national pastime was having type 2 diabetes. And the national anthem was replaced by a 3-minute high reverb audio clip of President J farting into a microphone while laughing. Chaplain Fieri was authorized to set up the death camps in which anyone on the planet could be imprisoned if they were not deemed sufficiently mirthful. And so the cleansing began, priming humanity for its new ruler waiting in the wings. This was when our ancestors had enough. The resistance movement had failed, but they could at least bring the war criminals to justice. My bro finally caught up with the presidents and challenged them to a duel. They accepted, having for years regarded him as a cocky rival rapper who failed to show them the proper respect. In their arrogance, they invited him into the foul belly of the carnival, believing they could teach him once and for all what it truly meant to be down with the clown. For centuries after, survivors of the Holocaust would cite the rooftop showdown as one of the most heroic moments in human history.
Arrow.
He killed them both.
God damn.
Boss.
Fucking magnets.
So that's how they work.
Arrow.
Unfortunately, as they were only figureheads, no liberation followed. There would be no parade in the streets or statues cast or medals awarded. The few witnesses would report seeing only a man with a sword on a shitty skateboard gently rising into the night sky. No one ever saw him again.
Arrow.
Riri has shared with us the cursed knowledge that the fart anthem has been recreated by the music team.
God damn it.
Bros! Bro, say, can you, bro? Thank you, Swift.
Meanwhile, Roxy's mom was tracking down the High Chaplain. His crimes had already been committed. She couldn't repay them by any stretch of the imagination, but she could wipe the blood-stained grin off that fat bastard's face.
Arrow.
She
What
gouged
the
his
fuck?
eyes with a pair of needles
Jesus
and rode his
Christ.
torso to the bottom of the bloody falls.
Arrow. Damn.
Reports of what
Arrow.
Reports of what happened to our ancestors after that are sketchy. There were no eyewitness accounts I've found, but some believe they regrouped and confronted the Condess herself. With all her high-ranking officers dead and the human population decimated and sufficiently groomed for her arrival, there was no reason to stay behind the scenes anymore. After those dreadful years of putting up with a more vulgar brand of authoritarianism, when she finally stepped forward to claim her throne, it actually came off as somewhat dignified. Elegant in a way. She was no less severe, but at least she knew how to act like an empress.
Arrow.
But even if they did manage to confront her, there was no way they could win. She had too many crazy alien powers. Her boss had supposedly jacked her power level through the roof. I even heard, and don't quote me on this, that she may have been over 9,000.
I'll check that out later, Riri. Heavens to Betsy. That figure's just absurd. I want to crush something in my hand.
Yeah, and that's not even to speak of the generic smorgasbord of other powers she was rumored to have. It gets hard to separate the fact from the urban myth, but for reference, if you want to believe it all, just picture all the X-Men combined into one sexy fish woman in a skin-tight suit.
Whoa, mama. Arrow. Dead.
Whatever actually went down, they're both surely dead now. I guess it had to happen like that, though. There's no way the Condess would allow us to be born within even a century of our genetic forebears. The thought of that was completely disgusting to her. But I really would have liked to be able to meet them. I guess some things would just be too awesome to ever stand a chance of happening.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Wait,
What?
Dirk, didn't you tell me at some point that you did find evidence the witch killed them?
As of now? No.
Are you sure? I swear I remember you saying something like that.
How could I have said anything like that before today? This was obviously the first time I mentioned any of this.
Oh, I must be having the nuttiest deja vu thing going on now. I feel weird. I guess I'm mistaken. Never mind.
Okay. I will disregard your anomalous observation for now and continue conversing as if it never happened.
Right, good plan. Um, Anywho, that's a heck of a tragic and thrilling dark tale. Dark, I am still totally cockeyed and catawampus about it all. I don't even know what to think.
But you believe me, right?
Oh, every word of it.
Wow.
Why shouldn't I? You're my friend and I trust you.
I still just think it's impressive, is all. Even after all this time, you're pretty much a one of a kind dude.
Not really. I just like believing stuff and believing in people. Wait, what do you mean?
About what?
When you said after all this time, you just told me now.
Yes.
Hang on. This deja vu shit is happening again. Okay, I'm sure we've had this conversation before. So many things are familiar. I remember you saying the one of a kind dude thing, and I remember saying the word catawampus and all of it. What's going on?
Took you long enough to figure it out. Pages really are a slow burning class. Damn.
Figure what out?
You're asleep.
Oh, that's right. I felt the platform thing and I guess I got knocked out?
Yep.
So I'm dreaming.
Kinda. It's a dream bubble.
What's that?
A place in the infinite abyss where sleeping people can share dreams with each other while revisiting memories. Also where they can meet dead people.
So we are sharing a dream together? And you're currently asleep too? Currently in the future?
No. Even if I was, I wouldn't visit a dream bubble. That only happens when your dream self is dead, like yours is. Mine is not.
Well, I guess I understand. So what's the deal then? Wait, you said this is where they meet dead people too? Shit, Dirk? Are you dead? Are you a ghost?
No, dude, chill. I'm fine.
Then what the fuck is going on? Who am I talking to?
Well, who are the people you talk to when you have regular dreams?
Wait, what?
Like a boring normal dream, and there's a person you're talking to? Who is that?
I don't know.
It's nobody. Just a projection of your own mind. Dream bubbles don't always need to be shared by dreamers or dead people. You can go to sleep and wake up in one alone, reliving an old memory. Kind of like a normal dream, until you remember it's just a memory, which is where we are now.
Okay, so I'm having a lucid dreamy thing in a magic bubble, and you are just a figment of my imagination?
Yes, basically.
So I'm talking to myself. That's kind of stupid.
Well, yeah, but not quite. You could view me as a projection of the real Dirk within your mind, as expressed through all of your thought patterns about him. So I'm kind of a splinter of his corporeal self who happens to live in your awareness. I'm a startlingly close approximation to the real thing for all intents and purposes.
Just how startlingly close are we talking?
I'm not going to give you a bogus percentage like the classes, because that's not my shtick. But pretty damn close.
Okay, that's fair. But, man, there is something that kind of feels weird about this. You being in my head, it's a little messed up.
What's messed up about it? You were the one who put me here with your intimate understanding of all his mannerisms and predilections. And his splintered existence is pretty much how he rolls. This is how shit is, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry for saying it's messed up, but it's still a bit frustrating. I've been trying to talk to you all day, but all I get is your pesky responder bedeviling me at every turn, and your freaking robot punching me across the ocean, and then throwing me a weird tantrum and ripping out his nuclear heart out in front of me, and that weren't enough. I tumbled out the doohickey and knocked myself out, and now I'm strolling down memory lane with your fake brain ghost. It's like you're surrounding me from all sides with imitations of yourself, but never the real you. Cheese and fucking crackers. When do I just get to talk to the actual Dirk?
Jake, what do you even know about someone's actual self? What makes it actual? What is actuality?
What a horseshit question. I don't know anything about actuality, I guess, but I know some philosophical babble horse shite when I dab blasted hear it.
I'm just saying this isn't really your field of expertise. Dirk is the heart guy. He's the one walking the path of self even when he doesn't know it, like right now.
But what does that mean? And how can you really be the only... And how can you really be made of only my thoughts when I don't even know what you're talking about sometimes? Or when I didn't know some of the things you're telling me, like about being in a dream bubble. How can I tell myself that stuff through a brain ghost Dark?
Who says you don't know those things on some level?
But I don't think I do. I know business doing these things.
They just have a lot of untapped potential. That's practically all there is to the class, actually. But when they eventually find it, look out. And the ones who deal in hope? Shit, man. I'm scared of you already, and I'm not even real.
Arrow. Are you sure you aren't real? No offense, but I get kind of the same smartass vibe from you as I do from the responder. Like, hi, I have the same basic personality as Dirk, but without any of the accountability or anything, so let me kind of flipping and mess around with this Jake fella's head. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's a surprisingly decent observation about me.
Yeah, see, I think I maybe did a little too good of a job brain cloning you. This is way too much like talking to the real fake Dirk. Holy cow, what a dumb sentence that is.
You did do a good job. A perfect job, in fact. Untapped potential, remember? I don't think one of Dirk's splinters could exist nearly as well in anyone's mind other than yours.
Well, that's just spiffy for me, but I'm starting to feel like I'm being haunted by you now. I want to talk to my real buddy, and by real, I just mean the original guy.
What do you even want to say to him?
Oh, I don't know.
It's not like you can keep any secrets from me here. I pretty much am your brain.
Oh, no, don't say that. It's so weird.
You do realize he's coming for you? Dirk, in the real world, the man has his designs.
Yes, I know.
Want to talk about it?
With you? No. That's like... It's like talking to him about it, which is really jumping the gun, I think.
What better chance is there to try talking about it than with a stunt double for your hyper-aggressive suitor within the safety and privacy of your own mind?
But I can't yet. I just can't. There are some feelings I'm not sure how to put into words yet. And doing it in front of you, whatever you're, just stump duddle or brain puppet or whatever, it just makes me feel uncomfortable.
So there are feelings you don't want to try to put into words, even while you are dwelling entirely within the realm of your own mind?
Yes. What is so hard to understand about that?
What about the spider ghost?
Huh?
The girl you saw. When you got fucking clobbered by Dirk's robot and you passed out, you dreamed about a spider ghost alien girl.
Oh, yeah. What about her?
You like her.
Man, what? That's dumb. I saw her for like 3 seconds and she waved at me and I woke up.
Yeah, that's all it took all of 3 seconds for you to fall in love with the cute spider ghost.
Why do you keep on calling her a ghost?
'Cause she's been dead for a zillion years, dude.
Oh, well, holy shit.
That won't change the fact that you like her. Let's not pretend it will. You're gonna make things complicated for yourself.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will. You're too fucking wishy-washy. Between Dirk, Spider Ghost, Jane. Man, poor Jane.
What about Jane?
You tell me. What was even the deal with that?
Our last chat ended on very pleasant and amicable terms. She was upbeat and chipper as ever. I failed to see a reason one might feel sorry about her.
Yeah, you totally read her like a book. Really handled that conversation like a champ.
Wait, didn't I?
Look out, bitches. It's Jake Casanova, Lady Slayer English. He's packing heat and is frequently able to parse the literal meaning of things women say.
What are you getting at?
We're running out of time. She'll be here soon.
Jane?
No, doofus. Spider Ghost.
Whoa. Okay. Wait, she is? Oh, fuck.
Look at you. I'm telling you. 3 seconds. 3 damn seconds of ogling an alien girl in a blue dress and you're completely hopeless. Stop fidgeting around like that. Your hair looks fine. Do you want me to tell you how your breath smells?
Screw you. I am cool as such a cucumber.
Okay, then.
Why? Does my breath not smell okay?
You're dreaming, Jake. Your breath is only a thing if your brain wants it to be.
Okay, well, when is she coming? Why is she visiting my dreams?
Soon. She's been waiting for the right time to enter, waiting for you to snap out of the memory. Clearly, the girl has the patience of a saint.
Alright. Damn, it's warm in this dream bubble. How could I be sweating at a dream? Where do we keep the dream towels?
Will you calm the fuck down? I'm a figment of your imagination, and you're still making me nervous.
But really, who is she? What's her deal, and what does she want from me? Since all of this so-called untapped potential in my subconscious, taking the form of yet another sassy dirt clone, seems to know everything, it would be okay if I troubled my own brain for a few flippin' answers?
You should try to be more polite to me. Seeing as I am a representation of your entire mind, I have control over all your basic functions. I could trigger a particularly spirited bowel movement right before she gets here, so watch your step.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, don't.
Just kidding, dude. Jesus. I would never make you shit your pants in front of a girl you liked, even if she does happen to be my chief competition. We Dirk Splinters can be pretty Machiavellian, but we do actually have some fucking standards.
Okay, thank you for promising to keep my trousers tidy.
Anyway, she's visiting you now to bring you into the loop on some things. Important details that you should know about your relation to the bigger picture. The much, much bigger picture.
I still don't understand how you know, or excuse me, my brain knows this stuff. Because I'm a page? How does that make sense? And if you know the things she will see, why don't you just tell me the things?
Intuition and the subconscious mind are powerful things when harnessed the right way. As for why I don't tell you, why not just let her tell you? You're the one with the damn crush on her.
Arrow. Oh, she's here, shush.
I know.
Oh man,
What the fuck are you looking at me for? Say something to her, jackass.
Okay, I will. I will. You're distracting me though. Can you scoot over a bit?
Oh my god. Fine.
Hi there, welcome. Don't mind him, he's just my great clone of my best friend. Oh, I know that sounds crazy.
Bro, she can't even see or hear me. You're making a fool of yourself.
Wait, she can't? Why did you tell me that? You really are throwing me off here.
I don't know. I guess I didn't think you were going to have a neurotic meltdown at the sight of a girl.
I thought you were supposed to know stuff like that, seeing as you are literally my brain.
God damn it. Will you just chillax and move this fucking ghost, babe?
How can I chillax when you keep talking to me? It's really disconcerting.
You are totally embarrassing yourself, dude. You're talking to nobody. Man, I'm starting to feel bad for Spider Ghost. Look at her. She's getting uncomfortable.
Hush! Just shut up, I can't think.
You are being so lame. I don't care if I'm a figment of your imagination or not. I can't take this bullshit. Either you get your shit together and put the moves on this dead space fiction, or I start fucking with your cortex and make you pop a dream boner.
Oh, God, I won't you dare.
You don't think I'll do it?
Please, no, please, do not keep me up, boner Dirk.
Sorry, Jake. The plan's in motion. Next stop, Boner City.
So that was the plan all along, to give me a boner.
And you got one.
You motherfucker. Oh, teehee, false alarm. I see. Very funny, cool guy. I think you're full of shit. You're bluffing. You don't even have the power to give me a phantasmal erection.
Jake, please. Members of the Juggalo party aren't the only ones who can pitch a big tent.
Then go ahead. Make my fucking day. I'm ready for you. You think I'm afraid? I'll take your boner magic like a man. I'm not ashamed. I'll stand tall and proud at full mast in front of this pretty alien. Do your worst, you bastard.
This is so stupid. You are out of your mind. And this is coming from your mind itself. I can't even watch this. I'm out of here.
Well, good riddance to the ironic hipster douchewad rubbish is what I have to say about that.
I wonder what Jack's up to right now.
What? What? I mean, what? Who's Jack?
Just talk to the girl, okay? You have some damage control to do.
Jack, start jailbreak adventure.
Yeah.
And we are going to pause here. We've been going for about 2.5 hours, and I think it's a good place to stop.
This is also a good place to stop because this whole situation that we're about to go through is a reference to Hussey's very first webcomic.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it is.
I'm going to end. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. As always, thank you, Ginger, Dew, and Popcorn.
Yee.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to be having this ham steak again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Hell yeah.
definitely feeling the rust, but it's so good to be back to it.
So tomorrow, if Dew can figure out how to get that game running, we're going to be playing a really weird, like Christian game or something.
Yes.
And if
Yes,
not,
we will.
if not, we are going to be watching a movie called Wolf Tracer's Dinosaur Island.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
As it is only like
I'm
about
excited either way.
as it's only 40 minutes, we'll need other stuff to do, but we'll figure it out. So thank you everyone, and have a good night.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Night, everybody.
We love you.